Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Shoshana and I am a guide to life. I help people navigate through the spiritual awakening and life-changing events to better understand themselves and what they're going through. And I want to talk about how the time is here now. There is a portal or an opportunity now to quantum leap your spiritual awakening. There is an intense energy, now an energetic flow. Everything is in such quick movement now. You can see it with everything that is in extreme around the planet that is happening within countries. The AI all of a sudden opened up. There are opportunities now to jump timelines, to jump into a different state of being, a different consciousness, a different dimension, a different timeline of your life. And now there are unlimited opportunities opening. And you can see it kind of like Bashar says when the way that he explained it is so easy to understand. It's like there are different trains leaving the train station now, and now you can jump onto whichever train you want because you're at the train station. So now you have the opportunity to jump ship. Whereas once those trains leave once the new consciousness or the higher consciousness leaves the train station and starts leaving on this path, it's going to be much more difficult to jump because the distance in between the two tracks has become even further. So when there are so many of us now on this energetic wave, riding this wave into this higher consciousness, and it is now is the time of decision making. Now is the time that you are standing at that brink point, at the point of change, at the point where you have tremendous power and the power of the universe behind you, holding you up. And now jumping is just finding that courage within yourself. And there's so many of you that are on this track that understand exactly what I'm talking about. It's like if you are, it's a tipping point. So many of us that are on this same spiritual path and this spiritual journey and in this rising understand that now is a time to make the changes, to jump off the cliff. And when you get to that point where it's kind of like it's now or never, or it feels like that it's never really now or never. You always have opportunities of change and growth, but now there is an opportunity to be on that bandwagon. So now the trains are leaving the station, and it's time to decide whether you are going to take that leap of faith and move into your higher self and move in and uh, uh, take the courage that it needs to make that change. And really, all you have to do is decide that you're going for it. You don't have to know the path. And the thing about change is that when you start setting out on the road of change, before you start, it's always way more scarier than once you put that first foot into the new path. Because once you put that first foot into the path, then the path starts opening for you. It's inevitable. The next step will become apparent, and the next step will become apparent. And really the hardest part is in making that mind shift and deciding that you're going to go for it. You're going to go down that path that scares you, but that will enhance your life and add flavor to your life. And you will create the life that you wanted, just taking that first step towards it. You don't have to know exactly how the rest of the steps are going to be, or how you're going to progress from there. But knowing that you, even making the mind shift, that knowing that the options is open for you, and you've decided that you are going to do it, even if you don't know how to act on it. And the thing with that is that there's so many, it's either that or stay back in the dense energy, the old timeline, the life that you've already grown out of, and it's kind of the him ha and settling in a life that is less than all that it can be, settling into the old and known and I want to say kind of dormant and kind of him ha, kind of without any excitement. It's kind of like giving up on yourself or your dreams or giving up on a better future because you're too afraid to take that step. And the thing is that when you get up there, I was just having a conversation today about this. When you get up there to the edge of that cliff where you have fear, but you're still going through you have fear, you know that you want to go in the direction of this new life and you have fear, but you're still taking the steps and you're still know that you're going to be taking the action that needs to be taken, but you're still building up that courage and you still, so the fears will start rising up and you'll start all of your dense energy and all of your glass ceilings, all of your false beliefs and your insecurities are going to rise to the surface and they're going to start nagging at you and even bringing up disbelief in yourself. You'll even have moments where you're like, why would I even think that that's possible for me? It's going to be too hard. I'll never make it. All of the doubt, the self-doubts will start coming up. It's almost like you're being tested. Do you believe? Do you have faith? Do you know that if you set out on this journey, you're going to succeed and you have to succeed? There is no other way, right? You have to succeed whether it is exactly what you're envisioning or it doesn't always take form in the way that you are envisioning it, but a lot of times you have to envision something. You have to have imagination plus action to create anything. So you have to have that first imagery of whatever it is and then start moving towards it, but then let it go and just take step by step. You can still redirect yourself. It's like a ship. A ship sets out in the direction where it wants to go, but along the way it keeps on having to reevaluate, but it has to cross all of the miles in order to make it to its final point. So it's kind of like you set yourself in motion in the direction that you want, knowing that you're going to have to tweak whatever the vision is at the end along the way. And don't lose yourself in settling. The sun just is going down over the mountain over there. And so you can see that the kind of the light on me changed a little bit. Um, what a beautiful way to end a day. And also know that when you get right up, when the time actually comes, and the time is now to make that switch to actually do the thing, whether it is making your own YouTube channel, or opening your business, or whatever it is that is going to be life changing, whatever it is that is coming out of you as pure expression, that you are allowing yourself to be expressed through whatever it is, through your vision, or taking the step in the direction that is going to make the magnificent life. And the things that we want the most, we are a lot of times the most afraid of, because what if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? The things that we don't care that much about, it's really easy for us to manifest. But when it comes to our dreams, that is where a lot of the fear comes up. So you can imagine it as is, you are taking, you're going to jump off this cliff, right? There was this water hole that I used to jump into as a teenager, and you had to climb up the cliff and up the side of the mountain, and then you get to the very top and there's a cliff, and it's like, I don't know, 20 meters down. It's like a really high jump. And I used to love to do it, but as you're climbing up the mountain, you have the fear as you're going towards it. You know that you're getting to get up there and that you're going to jump off. So you start having like these butterflies in your stomach and you start feeling the fear. But when you really get to the moment of it's now or never, and there's a countdown, 3, 2, 1, jump, only then do you really have that fear. That is the moment when all of your fears are going to come up and just start. It's going to be this one moment of complete where it's now you have that, okay, it's either I walk back down or I just trust and I jump. It's almost like you have to push your fear to the bottom and just like, okay, I'm doing it. And you take that jump of faith. And once you take that jump of faith, all of the fear goes away because you're already in the experience. You're already there. And so just know that at that moment when there's this now or there's this now it's happening moment, that is when the the most intense fear is going to come up. That is when your uh, old belief system is going to come up to the surface and start fighting for its existence. It's going to bring everything that it has because you have to overcome all of those fears in order to step out and make that and create that new life. And so it is part of the process, and it has to be there in order for you to rise above it. And that is the tipping point. That is the point where you jump trains. That is the point where from this moment there's not going back. There's never going back. Once you're awakened, you can't go backwards. You can't go, once you see that there is such a better life and that you can do it for yourself, and that even taking those chances and going out on the limb and feeling that excitement of it and overcoming yourself and broadening and expanding yourself. When you start expanding and expanding and expanding every single day, go a little bit more out of your comfort zone, a little bit more out of your comfort zone. And when you start expanding, first of all, the wider you are expanded, the more you expand because you're already at a point of more expansion. And what you see is that there is infinite expansion. And at some point, the fear, when you open up to it, the fear falls away and the excitement and the curiosity come in its place, and the exhilaration and the trusting in yourself and trusting in the universe. And you don't even have time to think, what do they think about me? Why are they going to, what is this person going to think? Why is that? That falls completely off the plate when you're so excited about your life that you're just out there doing it and you're just having a grand time. What others think is so irrelevant and doesn't matter. And you see that the ones that are out there with the exciting life and doing their thing and enjoying that, they don't have time to judge you. They don't care. They're happy to see you doing it too. Now they have partners in the game. They have others that are out there doing it too. It's so much fun. Now you have friends and other people that you're watching. It's like if you're running a marathon and you're all leading, and you look over this way and you have that cool dude over there doing his thing, and you look over that way and, oh, look at that guy, look what he's doing. It becomes fun and exciting and encouraging, and you give encouragement because in others' successes you have companionship for your way. So it's a complete different mindset. And right now is the time. There is, on the planet, with everything that is going on, and AI taking over, and all of the expansion that is happening worldwide, everything is opened up, everything, we are connected all around the world. And now is the time that you can really thrive and really make a difference and come out of your cocoon into the beautiful butterfly that you are and that you were meant to be, that the light that shines through you, the unique person that you are, whatever wants to be expressed through you, whatever you are of, wants to flow through you and be expressed. So find a way to start expressing yourself a little bit more, and it'll open up those doors for you of expansion. And now's the time. And I see so many alongside me now, just in that pure light and just out having a blast with their life. And it's inspiring and fun to watch, and exciting, and a feeling of belonging and companionship. So I'm sending you guys so much love. Thank you for watching. And if you would like a one-on-one session to kind of see what's going on in your life and get some perspective and initiation, then my contact information is below. Thank you for watching.